Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ahmed Mdialo, and I'll be discussing Introduction to CSS and ways of applying CSS. First of all, what is CSS or what CSS stands for? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. It is used to control the look and feel of your website, colors, fonts, layout, spacing, and more. Think of HTML as the structure of your house and CSS as the paint, furniture, and decoration. Why is CSS important? Because without CSS, website would look plain and boring. CSS separate content HTML from design CSS, making your site easier to manage. It helps make websites responsive so they look good on phones, tablets, and desktop. Fun fact: HTML is the skeleton, CSS is the skin, clothes, and style. Without CSS, your website is naked. Now I'll be moving on to my next slide, which is ways to apply CSS. Now that we know what CSS is, let's talk about three ways to add style to a website. We have the inline, internal, and external. Inline CSS is when you write the code inside the HTML element using the style attribute. This way of writing CSS is quick and easy for small changes, but also hard to manage for bigger websites. And next, we have the internal CSS, writing inside a style tag in the head of your HTML document. So we'll be showing how to apply inline CSS. Inline CSS can be applied directly to an individual HTML element using the style attribute. So here we are going to add CSS style to our p tag. So style is equals to double quotes color, be changing the color to red, color the text color to red, the font size 16 pixels. Now let's run the code and see what you have. See, style is red. Our next CSS will be internal CSS. Internal CSS can be applied. CSS rules are placed inside style tags within the head section of the HTML document. This is how you do it. Example, within the head, come somewhere around the title, and we are going to be targeting the, let's say, the paragraph again. Let's say internal CSS. And we'll go back to our head and style, target the P, and then color, we're changing it to blue, color the font size font size, say 18 pixels. Now let's run the code and see what we have. Alright, now you can see our paragraph text changed to blue. Alright, this kind of CSS keeps style in one place for a single page, easier to manage than inline. Styles only apply to that page, not reusable across multiple pages. So next we'll be discussing internal CSS. So let's change this our paragraph to external CSS. So in external CSS is written in a separate CSS file and linked to the HTML document using the tag link. So first we'll have to link our CSS file to our HTML document. Link, say link rel, and this tag and this link can only be applied in the head of the HTML document. Link is equals to double quotes style sheet and link is equals to double quotes again style CSS. Always make sure the name that is placed in the link is correspond with your CSS file. So we are going to create a CSS file, styles.css. Okay, now we are going to be applying our code to our p tag in the HTML document. We'll be changing the color to blue again, blue. P save color, blue. Font size let's say 18 pixels again. Go back to our HTML and run the code. See, our code work. So in conclusion, inline is for tiny tweaks, internal for one-page styling, and external for professional websites.